I want to welcome y'all to Love Chats. It is Valentine's week when I'm taping this, and I'm near tears because it is a time when the world turns to love, at least our American world, and everyone who celebrates Valentine's. I want to talk about what it's like to be walking in the week up to Valentine's Day. I want to talk about how to do the perfect Valentine, whether it's for your friends or your lover. And I want to talk about what to do the day after. So first of all, walking up towards Valentine's. I have been going into the grocery stores, and everywhere I look, there are balloons and flowers, and it was so magical because I walked through the grocery store and there were strings and strings that I had to pass through, and they were each attached to a balloon as I looked up. And it was a whole congregation of balloons, and every one of them had some message of love on them. And it just touched my heart. And as I got to the cash register to check out, there were women buying balloons, and the man behind me had balloons and flowers. And I thought, I love living in a world where for one day or 1 week, our minds turn away from all the business of life and totally focus on love. And I love living in a world where we stop everything for love. And I want to live in a world where actually that becomes our daily life, that we stop throughout the day to share love with each other. So those are my thoughts about preparing for Valentine's Day. Then let's talk about the perfect Valentine to give either your friends or your lover. And Jim and I have a map for you. It was a template that Jim used in writing his first Valentine to me. And it wasn't even Valentine's Day when he gave it to me, but it was a loving Valentine. And isn't that what Valentines are? They're expressions of our heart, extravagant expressions of love. And while some of us may be able to afford to express our love extravagantly through items that cost money, this Valentine we're going to give you doesn't cost a dime. It just comes from your heart. And there are 3 steps to writing this Valentine. Here's your template. Step 1 is to say, and I'll give you a fill in the blank, before I met you, my life was blank. And as you describe to your friends or to your lover what life was like before them, they will have a snapshot that will melt them of what your life was like, what was missing. The second part of that is, and now that I've met you, my life is fill in the blank. So here you tell your friend or lover, here's what you bring to my life. This is a special beholding of them. Now that you're here, here's what you bring. And the final step is, and what I look forward to for the rest of our lives together is this. Here are my dreams for us and what I foresee my life will be like in the future because you're in it. So those are the 3 steps to writing the perfect Valentine. You don't have to be glib. You don't have to be good with words. Just speak from your heart and they'll be moved. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And I want to talk to you now about how to do the morning after Valentine's. If all went well, your wonderful Valentine that you filled out as a template has touched the people in your life, and it has led to hopefully a full expression that was satisfying for each of you. But there's always the morning after, and that can be awkward. But the way to really make it into a continuation of the love and extravagance of the day before and the night before is to do what Jim and I call savoring. And savoring means you tell the elements that were special to you, that happened when your partner or your friend or lover expressed their love to you on Valentine's. And so as you tell the elements, you get to appreciate it all over again. Just like you do when you've been to a good restaurant and you say, wasn't that dinner last night delicious? That's what you're doing here. The other thing you do is you share your feelings. Here's what I felt as you did the things that you did and as we shared the things we shared. And finally, what you can do to savor it is to actually tell the person the qualities that they exhibited in expressing their love to you and how you appreciate those qualities. You'll be savoring, and Valentine will go on and on for you. May you have a loving day, a loving Valentine's, and love for the whole year.